Hey guys, so today we're celebrating cherry season, and in front of me is a giant bowl of sour cherries. When I was a kid growing up, my mom used to make this cherry soup. It's actually a Hungarian tradition to have cold fruit soups, especially in the summer. And she would always make it out of cherries. But I only found out many years later that traditionally the soup is made with sour cherries. But in the States, it appears that getting sour cherries is kind of difficult. So I didn't actually know they even existed for many, many years until one day I was passing through the Union Square Green Market in New York City and I saw them, and then I bought at least 2 quarts and brought them home and asked my mom, like, what can we do with this? And so that's when I first had sour cherry soup. And I absolutely loved it because the tartness is one of my favorite things about this fruit. And so the tradition with making these chilled soups is that they're usually made with a little bit of cinnamon, some cloves, you could add a lemon slice. So I'll be doing that traditional recipe today. But to thicken it, normally here in Hungary they do it with sour cream or like a combination of sour cream and flour. So you get like this thick roux-like consistency. But sometimes I find that too thick, and I find that the sour cream and the flour sometimes mask the flavor of the sour cherry. So I've experimented with this recipe in many different ways, and I really like doing it with yogurt, specifically coconut yogurt. So today I want to show you this light version made with yogurt, which I think is even better for the summer months. So you're probably wondering, when do I eat sour cherry soup? Is it a dessert? Is it an appetizer? Well, here in Hungary, it's an appetizer. It's eaten before a meal. So you might even have a steak after you have a sour cherry soup, which is kind of odd. At least that's what most people think. But it works. It's really an appetite whetter. It primes you for the meal to come because that tartness, that sourness just kind of opens up your appetite. I don't add that much sugar to it, so I think you'll find that it's actually really nice as an appetizer. But if you want it as a dessert, go right ahead. And some people actually like eating this warm or lukewarm, but I like it ice cold out of the fridge. So let's get started on this easy, summery, sour cherry soup. So this is the easiest soup recipe you will ever have, I'm pretty sure. It's just combining all the ingredients that I have, bringing it up to a boil, and that's it. So I'm just gonna start heating my pot. I'm gonna put it on the highest setting to get it ready to boil. And I'm adding the cherries. And then I'm gonna add the sugar. And my salt and spices. So I have a cinnamon stick, cloves, and salt in here. Salt just helps bring out the flavor. And I know they're called sour cherries, but I do like adding a lemon slice. I think that really helps. And the lemon also has these nice essential oils in the rind that I like. And I'm adding my 4 cups of water. So I'm just giving the sour cherry soup stir to make sure that the sugar is dissolved. And once it comes up to a boil, I'm going to count about 5 minutes. And you'll want to look at the cherries to make sure that they are blistered, that they have little cracks, and then you know that the soup is done. So as you can see, the sour cherries are starting to blister or crack. This is what you want because this is your indication that they're starting to cook through. And any longer than this, they're going to get kind of mushy. So you really want to do tops 5 minutes once it comes to a boil. So this is like a full rolling boil. So now I'm going to kill the heat. And from here, a few more minutes and it's done. Okay, so now I've set the sour cherry soup aside and I'm gonna let it cool, and then I'll add it to the fridge to chill completely. And once this is completely chilled, then I'll add the coconut yogurt to it and it'll be ready to serve. So my sour cherry soup has been in the fridge for, well, I wanna say like 4 hours. It's probably as cold as it's gonna get. Now is the time when I wanna add my coconut yogurt to it. So I have this, it's kind of sold as coconut cream here, but it's a yogurt. It has the added, bacteria to make it like a yogurt. I'm going to ladle some of the liquid into this bowl and then whisk in the yogurt, and this will ensure that it won't be lumpy or it won't be not thoroughly combined. So I'm ladling the liquid from the soup into this bowl. So I think for now I'm going to do about half of this yogurt. It's going to be just the right color. Okay, and now I'm going to pour it, hopefully without getting any of it on me. Okay, so now it's nice and combined, and I'm ready to serve myself in this nice little bowl. There we go. Okay. And here's our sour cherry soup with coconut yogurt. So for this soup, since the cherries are not pitted, I will be using a little bowl to spit my pits into. My mouth is already watering because I know it's going to be good. Let's do it. Okay, going in. It's really nice. And I did not make this soup sweet. So it's really, in my opinion, an appetizer soup. It's a really refreshing, pleasant soup that I think is perfect for summer. One more bite for the road. Now I actually get a little bit of that cinnamon coming through and the cloves. It's really nice. It's honestly such layers of flavor. It's one of my favorites. So I make this every year. It's what reminds me of my childhood, and I think it's a tradition that I'll keep doing as long as I live. So I hope you try this soup, and let me know what you think about it in the comments. And please like and subscribe, and thank you for watching.